One.
Good answer.
And now, for America's fastest growing game show, Secular or Solomon?
And you've just happened upon America's unproven, fastest-growing internet game show, Secular versus Solomon. Here's the setup of the game. I will give you a bit of wisdom, a proverb, and you need to tell me whether that's a biblical bit of wisdom or whether that is a secular bit of wisdom. If it is a secular bit of wisdom, I also need a country of origin. Okay, what country originated that bit of wisdom if it didn't come from the Bible? Everybody good on the rules?
Yep.
Okay, we've got to make quick work of this game, fellas.
I'm ready.
All right. Chat, you guys can play along. Here we go. Number one. Trey's out because he's too close to the screen. Here we go. Number one. Stolen water is sweet and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. Secular or Solomon? Stolen water is sweet and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. Dan Hudson.
That is secular. It's Kuwait. They really love the water.
Kuwaitis have sweet stolen water. Nate Beaird.
I'm going to go secular on that also, and I'm going to say China.
Chinese secular. Mike.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the tail end of Solomon's rough years. I'm going to go with Solomon, Ecclesiastes style.
Ecclesiastes Solomon.
Solomon's rough years. I'm going to go secular Samoa.
The Samoans. And you're out. All right, here we go. Stolen water is sweet and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. Solomon, Proverbs 9:17.
What?
Yes. And shame shall fill the room.
Fail, fellas.
No devotions tonight, babe. I had a rough night at the VMAs. That's what I thought. Here we go. One should go invited to a friend in good fortune and uninvited in misfortune. One should go invited to a friend in good fortune and uninvited in misfortune. Secular or Solomon? Nate.
Secular. And because I was doing some research on this game earlier, I'm just going to go with China again.
They make a lot of good stuff in China.
I love this man. Mike.
Very sharper than I thought. You know what I'm saying? Also, that's got a lot of the tinglings of tail end Solomon. I'm going with Solomon again.
Solomon. John Buva.
I'm going to hop on the bandwagon on that one and go Solomon.
A cheesy move. Dan Hudson.
Yep, proud of it.
That is so India. I'm going secular.
One should go invited to a friend in good fortune and uninvited in misfortune. Secular Sweden.
Hey, man.
Sweden.
Hey, it's not my fault you're following the blind man. That's true. Change your ways.
Here we go. The beginning of wisdom is to call things by their right names. The beginning of wisdom is to call things by their right names. Secular or Solomon? Mike.
Secular. Russia.
John Buva.
Solomon.
Solomon. Very good. Dan Hudson.
That's only if that right name is God, the fear of God. But so I'm going to say secular, and man, that's Canadian. That screams Canadian.
It screams Canada. Definitely. That's borderline offensive. Nate Beaird.
Secular. China.
Secular China. The beginning of wisdom is to call things by their right names. The right name is a very wise Nate Beaird. China. Secular.
What?
I knew I hit it everyone.
That's awesome.
That's a great band from China.
Here we go. Secular Solomon. One gives freely, yet grows all the richer. Another withholds what he should give and only suffers want. One gives freely, yet grows all the richer. Another withholds what he should give and only suffers want. Secular or Solomon? John Buva.
Solomon.
Dan Hudson.
Oh man, I'm gonna go secular, but I'm gonna say it's from Jerusalem, from Israel.
I'll accept. Nate Beaird.
That's like both answers, isn't it? I'm going with Solomon.
That's cheap. Solomon. Mike.
I'm running for office.
Yeah, that sounds like the tail end of Solomon's life. I'd say Solomon.
That's his early years.
In Solomon's dark years.
One gives freely, yet grows all the richer. Another withholds what he should give and only suffers want. That is Solomon. Proverbs 11:24.
That's the tail end. He's barely kicking.
11?
How many books are in Proverbs?
31?
I'm sorry, Jerusalem. How many chapters are in the book of Jerusalem?
I believe most.
Here we go. Better to be lowly and have a servant than to play the great man and lack bread. Better to be lowly and have a servant than to play the great man and lack bread. Dan Hudson.
Solomon.
Solomon. Nate Beaird.
Secular. China.
Secular China. Mike Boost.
Secular Beirut.
The Beirutians. John Buva, pull yourself together. We're trying to put on a game here.
Secular Ireland.
Secular Ireland. Better to be lowly and have a servant than to play the great man and lack bread. Very sad, fellas. Proverbs 12:9.
Wow.
Proverbs 12:9.
That's what I said. Solomon.
Go Jerusalem.
The best
Team Dan.
Secular Bethlehem.
The best way to prepare for secular for Solomon is to read Solomon. I'm looking at you two fellas. You've been playing this game for a year and a half.
That's true.
What a poor showing.
I thought maybe just by default I would learn more. Because here's the deal. Solomon is a gateway drug to Lamentations. And I don't want to go there.
Here we go. Do not use a hatchet to remove a fly from your friend's forehead. Do not use a hatchet to remove a fly from your friend's forehead, secular or Solomon. Nate.
Oh man. I'm gonna go secular Russia.
Secular Russia. Mike Foost.
I was going to say secular Russia. I'm changing it to secular Belize.
You could have spited him with China, but Belize it is. John Buva.
I'm gonna go secular Mongolia.
Mongolia. Dan Hudson.
Yeah, it's secular definitely, and man, that's Argentina. A lot of crooks there, isn't it?
Hatchet branders.
Hatchet face Argentinians.
It's like
We've
one of
lost.
those warnings on the labels of stuff, like strollers, like take your baby out of the stroller before you pull it out. Like, I feel like they had to say this because somebody actually tried.
That's right. You get one guy
Hey,
in
man,
Argentina swinging a hatchet.
All because of old Frank.
Hey man, you got a fly in your head. I got a hatchet. I got it.
Do not use a hatchet to remove a fly from your friend's forehead. Make sure you bring extra fly paper and a helmet to China. That is
What?
What?
Oh,
You're kidding me.
He abandoned the sure win.
I'm tired of these mind games, Bear. I'm all messed up.
Made the mistake of not betting on black. Mike, you're up next. In baiting a mousetrap with cheese, always leave room for the mouse.
Yeah, that's not in the Bible. I'm going with secular and Chile.
Chile, in baiting a mousetrap with cheese, always leave room for the mouse.
I'm gonna go secular French.
French, Dan Hudson.
boy, it's secular. I'm trying to think of.
What is this?
Boy, it's secular.
They're like a smooth jazz station. Boy, it's a secular answer.
Ooh, secular.
That's got to be Wisconsin. They're not their own. I'm gonna go.
Too
I'm
much
gonna-
cheese in there.
Well, boy, I'm kind of lost.
Just pick a country, Dan.
Any country.
New Zealand.
That's not funny. Nate?
I was actually going to say Wisconsin. Secular, I'm going to go with Ireland.
In baiting a mousetrap with cheese, always leave room for the mouse. It's a problem in Greece.
Yeah, I knew it.
They're
I knew it.
over-generous in the trap.
I didn't want to make y'all
They're
feel bad.
gluttonous.
Where there are no oxen, the manger is clean, but abundant crops come by the strength of the ox. Where there are no oxen, the manger is clean, but abundant crops come by the strength of the ox. Secular or Solomon, John Buva.
I'm gonna go Proverbs.
Okay,
Oh,
Dan
excuse me,
Hudson.
Solomon.
Solomon, Dan.
Boy, I'm gonna go secular because he just feels secular, and Mexico.
Awesome. Nate Beaird.
I'm going Solomon.
Solomon, Mike Foose.
Yeah, it's not Solomon. I'm going with secular and Botswana.
Where there are no oxen, the manger is clean, but abundant crops come by the strength of the ox. Solomon, Proverbs 14:4.
That's not Solomon.
What was that?
No, you're cheating.
I have a swimming pool full of shame, and I swim in it.
I needed more.
It is not the horse that draws the cart, but the oats. It is not the horse that draws the cart, but the oats. Put the think on that when you're on the John. Dan Hudson.
Dan likes to do all his thinking in public.
Well, that's what you want. I'm gonna call that secular too. And we're gonna go with Quebec.
There's a province in Canada.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, wait a minute, that's not right. It's not New Canada. What was I thinking?
What's with you against the Canadians, man?
I did fail geography. I'm gonna go with Egypt.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely right next to it.
It's not pretty close. It's not the horse that draws the cart, but the oats. Nate Baird.
I'm going to go secular Italy.
Italy. Mike Foost.
Secular China.
China. John Buva.
Secular Greece.
It's not the horse that draws the cart, but the oats. Secular Russia. Secular Russia.
Right next to Greece.
I had it by a fingernail.
You don't like the sugar cube.
That's only
I
like
don't do Russian anymore.
Don't.
that's only like an inch and a
That's
half.
redundant. Don't
Yeah,
put the
Italy on a map.
Exactly.
That's 3 fingers away.
It's like that far away.
Or sometimes a pepperoni, depending on what you're eating.
Here we go. Overall disappointing night, boys. Finally, a king's wrath is a messenger of death, and a wise man will appease it. A king's wrath is a messenger of death, and a wise man will appease it. Secular or Solomon? Nate Baird.
I feel like that may be Solomon.
Solomon. Mike Foost.
Solomon.
John Buva.
Solomon.
Bandwagon. Dan Hudson.
Solomon.
Anybody with a chapter guess on Solomon?
23. Solomon 23.
Proverbs 20 or
Second Solomon.
Proverbs 7.
The non-apocryphal Proverbs 16:14.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna
That's
say.
the Solomon. All
That was on the
right,
tip of my
you,
tongue. I was
Exactly.
gonna say that.
whether you've done it intentionally or otherwise, have just landed in America's fastest growing,
Now,
non-proven
for
internet game
America's
show.
fastest growing game show. Secular or Solomon?
Thank you guys so much for playing along. Hey, if you want to catch other iterations of the secular versus Solomon game, go to livefromthepath.org.